can invite somebody else. I literally just talked to Dino. He said he can't join.
Oh, okay.
He said he's watching, or he's going to watch. Oh, I guess we're live.
Yeah, we're live, brother. And we're live with you as, is this not, am I wrong, or is this your second YouTube channel that we are live
correct.
with?
Well, yeah, I have a few. In fact, I've got more floating around than I even remember the passwords for. So that some of them are just lost.
There's so many with Eric's like footprints in them. They must all feel so neglected.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me. It's like I can't get into some of them, and I'm like, I can't even shut it down. I can't go in and use it for other purposes. Like there's a few on YouTube I can't get back into.
Really? Which ones can't you get into? You want to let anyone know, or you want to keep them hidden?
No, it's okay. Let's see. The only ones that let's see. I think there's one called High Demand Music from like 5 years ago. There's one called straight up just Eric Harrison, and there's one called Just in Case.
Just in Case. Nice. What is Just in Case about?
And then I have another one that I can get into. It's called Out and About. It was just for a single video that I put on there. And then this one, Speed of Sound, and then the Death Twitch. So I've got like too many channels.
Damn. Okay.
Oh yeah. Just in Case, I edited together a music video, Marilyn Manson, and I tried to make it as extreme as possible so I put it on a dummy channel thinking it was just going to get, taken off, and then still there, but I don't remember the password, so I can't go in to do anything with it.
And it's not linked to an email where you can get a password reset or anything like that?
I've tried. I can't figure it out.
That's too hilarious. You know what's really funny, dude? That actually leads me to something that I discovered recently, and this is sort of a side result of this, but producer Dave, the guy that actually helped me co-create the horror show initially, he actually came to me with an idea. It's the whole origin, which we've done in the podcast form, but producer Dave and I were talking, and fuck, I forgot why I was getting onto that tangent. Because of something you said. Shit, what did you say again? Sorry.
Please remember.
I know. Fuck. Oh, it's so bad. I'm distracted because I've been having some drinks, and then Eric's like, "Hey, man, you fancy a stream?" And I'm like, "Sure." And now my mind's all over the place. But I should just shout out real quick. Dino is here already. Late Horror Show is right on time. Jerks Productions is here. Brandon, awesome. Anthony Kulik is here. Love Anthony. Anthony is one of the biggest supporters of the channel. Love that guy. J Metal 797 is here. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. I still don't know what the story was I was going to tell you. Big bummer. Yeah.
We're talking about multiple channels and not remembering passwords and emails.
Oh, fucking yes. That's why I love you, Eric. You pay attention. Okay. So here's the deal. Producer Dave and I, we recently started doing a series of episodes called the Horror Show Flashback episodes, where we actually just recently discovered an old VHS tape that had some of our very earliest short films that we made. Three short films and one video that was my first bungee jump, all of which are between like 17 and 20 years old. So we have been presenting them. We've presented the first two, and tomorrow Monday rather, we'll be presenting the third. The first flashback episode was the very first short film we ever made. It was in college, when we were in college 20 years ago. It was a 15-minute short film called Hidden Intent. I found the VHS. I managed to capture the footage. I presented it as an episode on a Monday. And then that Thursday, I presented a commentary episode where David and I did the 15-minute movie turned into a 50-minute commentary episode where we kept stopping and telling stories about like all this funny shit that happened. And then the second flashback episode was our very first horror film. It was a 48-hour film that was part of a 48-hour film challenge that ended up being a horror film, and our very first one. So we presented that on the channel, and then that Thursday we presented the commentary on that, which was like 30 minutes on a 3-minute horror movie. So tomorrow, or Monday rather, we're going to be presenting our very first festival feature, which is called The Park. It's another like 3-minute film. And then next Thursday will be our commentary on that. And then I'll be presenting my bungee jump and the commentary on the bungee jump the following week. The reason I bring that up is because there's actually another film that we will be presenting that is called Dream a Little Dream, which producer Dave reminded me. He's like, because I was telling him, I'm like, man, if we had got in on this YouTube game when it started, you know, years ago, like the Black Nerd, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, or, you know, some of the guys that have just been around that long, Philip DeFranco and whatnot. I'm like, we could have really cashed in, man. You know, like we know what we're doing now. And then he's like, you don't remember this, do you? And I'm like, remember what? And he pulled up Mid-Afternoon Productions on YouTube. Apparently, we started a YouTube channel about 9 or 10 years ago at this point under the banner Mid-Afternoon Productions. And there's like 3 things that we did at the time that if we had just stuck with it, we were seriously one of the earliest adopters of YouTube. You can find it. You'll see it's like 9 years ago that we put this shit up. And I'm so bummed that we didn't stick with it, man. Like, it's like knowing what it's become now and knowing how much we love to do it now. I'm like, fuck, we really missed the boat. But yeah, it's all part and parcel, man. Going back and seeing some of that old stuff and some of the different, you know, it's a whole nother channel. So yeah, what you were talking about sparked me on this way separate tangent. So I apologize. What's up, Eric?
No, it's cool. Like, isn't it? It's interesting that YouTube has turned into what it has, because I don't think it was created for people to start their own shows exactly. I think it was just like, you know, it was just like home movies, put them up here, music videos, and then next thing you know, we're all getting our 15 minutes by being our own hosts and doing our own thing, our own shows. Everybody's got content and different niches. It's great.
Absolutely. And I got to mention, Dino just said he did made a zombie film with Ted about 20 years ago. May upload it. Oh shit. Yeah, dude, I would love to see that shit.
I have
go ahead.
I have one of my, let's see, hold on. So back in 2009 is when I was starting to try and create stuff. And I had just like, literally just a little camera attachment on the top of my PSP. So I was recording stuff like that.
Really?
And so one of the first things I ever recorded, what was it called? It was called Death by Stupidity. And I worked at a mall. So me and my friends, we filmed in one of the hallways there, and we put up this fake sign on the door, like it was a nuclear, what do they call? Nuclear power station or whatever?
Nuclear power plant.
A nuclear plant. And the whole thing was just a shot of the hall, us drinking while walking down the hall. We open the door and go inside. And then the alarms go off and we come running back through the door. Oh shit. And then there's a big nuclear explosion. And it lasted, like 10 seconds, the whole thing.
Wow.
It's interesting to look back on that though. It's all pixelated, like big ass pixels and everything.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Like oh man, what did I just do? Yeah, the film that we
you look like you just saw the light.
I did. I was trying to post about what we're doing right now on a Facebook group, and it's something that apparently I didn't realize it, but apparently I can totally recode Facebook because I found the shortcut to do it. I don't know how. Join myself.
Are you the one? Are you gonna?
I am Neo of join myself. Join myself and P the death twitch.
So
right.
I won't give anything away, but I started reading your script tonight.
Oh shit. Okay, wait, hang on one second. Hang on. Let me finish my sentence as I post this because I really want to pay attention to what you have to say. Because I am fully anticipating a little bit of hate, but I'm hoping I might have surprised you with the creativity of kills.
No, it's all hate.
Oh fuck. God damn it. Okay, well fucking bear with me then. Because I gotta fully pay attention to that shit too.
You gotta pay attention to the hate.
Join myself in the Death Twitch right now as we chat horror and copyright strikes. Boom. And blah blah. And post the link and bada bing, bada boom. All right. Yes, I just posted on Horror Town because I love Horror Town. Horror Town rocks. Thank you, Dino, for Horror Town. Go ahead, Eric. What do you got to say? So how far have you gone into the script? Well, okay, wait. Before you do that, let's set it up. So, guys, I've talked about it a few times on the channel. I have written 3 full-length feature scripts, 2 young novels, 4 kids' picture books, and 1 what you'd call a comic scrapbook, which is essentially a Garfield-type book, except it's bigger and more of a scrapbook because the comics are sort of haphazardly placed, but with purpose. Anyway, I've written a lot of stuff, and one of the scripts is a horror script, which I really, really love. It got to the quarter and semifinals of 2 different horror writing competitions, and recently I had the idea of like, well, maybe I can help differentiate myself and sell this script by putting together a video of some horror lovers that I love that might be willing to share their thoughts on the script, or they might not. Either way, I want to get some opinions that can help me make the script better, whether it's on camera or off camera. And I basically forced myself upon the Death Twitch. No, but I requested humbly that he might take the time to take a look at it. So that is the setup. And apparently he had a chance to at least take a look at some of it. So is that incorrect, Eric, or is that pretty correct?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you think?
25 pages in, so about a quarter or so.
Okay. So
I just want first thing I wanted to say was when the movie gets made, I want to play one of the characters.
I have been thinking about that, but okay, go ahead.
I will work cheap. No, and everything like so far, like the first few pages is like seriously the first 2 pages is it's perfect. It's perfect because like you got like right in there, like you already got a setup within like 2 pages. I'm like, damn, okay. And so far everything else is classic slasher. So I got to get into it some more, maybe tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.
Dude, I fucking love that. Oh, I love that. Okay.
All right. I do want to say, just from reading that, I am having a little bit of trouble understanding what he's doing to his victims. So okay. I really need to see what is happening. So I'm looking forward to somehow seeing that.
Okay. I understand. It's a little tough to describe exactly what he does to his victims in as intricate of detail as I'm trying to do it visually.
I'm getting images in my head, and I don't know if it's what you're actually meaning, but it sounds pretty gruesome.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. But yeah, see, that's the thing. I love that you said that about the first 2 pages, because the first 2 pages, it just scratches the surface of the pathos of the bad guy. Like, that's the thing. I did not want to make just a random slasher that's like there's no explanation, there's no bullshit. Like, and once you're done reading it, I will tell you the origins of the script, which you will laugh your ass off. Believe it or not, the origins of this script go to a movie that you would never ever expect. Producer Dave asked me a question one day regarding a movie, and I answered him, and I was like, but you know what? If it had gone a different way, this could have been a really fucked up situation. And that's where the film came from. So I imagine you'll get a kick out of it once we get there. But that's super exciting. I don't want to like
ruin it if I get it right.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to go there because it might even be spoiler territory.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's definitely not do that. But honestly, one of the ideas I've had for a while on the channel is to possibly do a script read through on the channel, even before having made it or whatever.
I was on to talk to you guys about that for my script as well.
Yeah.
So we should do that for both of us.
I've been thinking about it, man. I mean, honestly, my startling story time that I put up, the Clive Barker reading yesterday, that's done really well, honestly. I was surprised at how many people really seem to like it. So I think there's something to the audio horror format that not enough people are giving time to. You know what I mean?
Well, audio is cool. Like, first of all, people like to just listen to podcasts and stuff like that. I listen to audiobooks all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, they do the scary story thing on YouTube. Oh, sorry, some people do, and everybody seems to love it. So I really do. I think there's plus like if you have
shit, Confused Reviews is here. Sorry, I'm excited to see that. I love Luke. Sorry, go ahead.
People really like. I'm gonna close my window. Hold up.
All right, Matt Godfrey is here also. Shout out to Luke from Confused Reviews. I fucking love. I love Confused Reviews so much. And Edward D is here too. All right, awesome. Go ahead, continue, please. There you are. You're not that bright.
Man, it got me thinking about my script, and I'm 75% of the way through, and I feel like I painted myself into a corner, and it's like, damn it.
Man, if you're ever wanting to elicit some, outside opinions, I'm happy to help since you're helping me, if you're ever into that. Like I said, I've written a few scripts. There's no guarantee that they're all good, but I like to think so.
I've written 75% of a script.
I just couldn't help it. I have, honestly, and I've got a Word document with 50, I think it's 52 or 3 script ideas that are ready to go, and 3 or 4 of those are already outlined, ready for script form. And so I've anytime I have a good idea for a movie, I record it on my voice machine, my voice memo thing on my phone, and I go home and I add it to my list. And I mean, there's nothing a writer can do that's smarter than that, because you have good ideas all the time, and you don't want to just let them go by the wayside. So luckily I have this document, and every time I read through it, I'm like, yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm glad I wrote that shit down. Like, it's fucking cool.
I should do something like that, but I don't think my ideas are all that great. It always boils down to
downer on yourself. You shouldn't be, man, because everyone loves you for a reason, brother. Like we like what you do. Well, we like your thoughts. We like your ideas. So you should let yourself run with them.
I can try. Like, that's what I'm doing with this script. But in the end, you're right. I'm too hard on myself, because I will find, this idea sort of rips off this other idea. Not like a full-on rip-off, but like you realize there's some influence in there, and then I want to be better than that, so then I don't pursue it and I don't do it. But this one, even though I've realized the influences in it, I'm trying to push through and see if I can finish it. Or what got me going tonight reading your script was I stopped and I thought, okay, there's a way I can redo this, but that means a major fucking rewrite that I don't want to do.
That's honestly, I can totally commiserate with you on that, bro. Like, I have a buddy who works in LA, and he's like, you have to be willing to rewrite your script page 1 if someone asks you to. And I'm like, fuck you. I do not want to do that. Like, I'm like, I'll make a few changes if I need to, but I like my script. I like what I'm doing. I don't want to do a page 1 rewrite. Like, that's not the point.
About. Yeah,
like, I totally get that, dude. But this is, like you saw, and it's awesome, guys. Credit where credit's due. Eric's no bullshit. He's like, I asked him to send him a script, and he's like, what version of your script is this? Like, that is a shrewd ass question. Like, that is a really good ass question for anyone that's asked to read a script. Ask them, what fucking version is it? Luckily, I was able to tell him this is version 7.0. This is I've gone through this shit a lot, and I hope that added a vote of confidence to you.
Yeah, because if you had said it was the first draft, I might have been like, come back by 3.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. People ask me to read scripts, and I'm like, are there any spelling errors? And they're like, yeah, a few. And I'm like, nope. Nope, I can't do it, because it takes me out of it immediately. Like, immediately it takes me out of it. I become teacher. I go into teacher mode. I get my red marker out, and I'm like, psh, 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 fix all this shit, and then let me read it without any distractions. So that's how I try and present my scripts. You know what I mean?
Sure. I know that makes perfect sense. Like, that's professional. I think I use Celtic, however it's pronounced. That writing program.
I don't know that one. No, I use Final Draft myself.
But it seems like there's a few words, or maybe it's just I'm trying to spell them in the way that the person would say it. and not necessarily the way it's supposed to be
I
seen,
gotcha.
like spelled. So then it just keeps showing up with the red underline, and I'm like, nah, no, it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of the comments. Like, there are errors in shooting scripts, says OCD Horror. Yeah, but I don't want to be a guy that submits a script with errors in it. Like, to me, it's like applying for a business job. You know, like you show up, you dress for the position you want, you show up in full professional attire, and you put your absolute best foot forward. Why would I expect any professional to take me seriously if I'm not willing to put in the effort of not having errors in my script? You know, like it's just a simple courtesy thing even.
I agree with you. And to put it in terms like that would relate to us, it'd be like doing a review on a movie and then having a bunch of wrong information in it.
Fucking perfect. Yes, that is an absolute correlation, right? Because you know, we go to the effort of doing this whole thing, and it's like if we're not going to bother being accurate or figuring shit out, you know, like that's why sometimes I don't even touch on the actors because I haven't taken the time to learn all the actors ahead of time. We're just doing an automatic after the movie reaction and review, you know, and I admit that I'm, you know, whatever. But, you know, that's the people that just kind of bowl through it without even acknowledging it or stuff like that. Like, you got to do your research. You got to put in the time. You got to try and do what you can to make it as good as possible. And that goes doubly for a script, because there's one thing when you ask someone to watch a 10-minute video, and then there's another thing when you ask someone to read a 105-page script.
Sure.
You have to be able to say, this is not going to be 105 pages of bullshit that you're going to have to wade through to discern what I'm going for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. When it comes to, like, you really do got to be professional about presenting your ideas and everything. I mean, as far as that goes, like when I do what I do on my channel, it's my channel. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But like if I'm trying to go for like sell something, like sell a script or whatever, sell an idea to somebody, yeah, you gotta be professional and you gotta bring your A game.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Now, I think we've got a good number of people watching at this point. I think let's dive into something that you have had to deal with today, Eric. You woke up to something that was not particularly pleasant, and I saw it on your Facebook during the day while I was working, and I was like, oh shit. We haven't had to deal with that specifically, but we have had to deal with that, just not that version of that. So, if you're okay with it, let's get into what you had to deal with today.
It's really not a big deal, but I got a strike today for a video that had been on my channel for 4 to 5 years now. So
that's
I got a
fucking bullshit to me.
Strike, which is I think is basically the first one. And yeah, so I can't live stream on my channel for 3 months is what they're telling me. So it was for a music video that I had edited together with just horror movie clips. So granted, it was kind of hardcore. I used a bunch of pretty graphic stuff, but it's a horror channel and there's worse stuff on YouTube, and it was on there for like 5 years, man. So I don't know. Somebody found it offensive.
Yeah. So do you feel like it was the new YouTube standards cracking down, or do you feel like it was maybe a rogue viewer reporting you under the
I think it was somebody that saw it and was offended by what they saw. I think, but
it's a rando.
I do find it weird that they went straight to, they removed the video off of my channel and then gave me that strike.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with the community strikes, right? That's what I hear. The community guideline offense strikes happen like immediately and sometimes without provocation, and oftentimes without any recourse by the person hit with said strike. Now, what I was talking to Eric about off camera earlier is that currently we are in perfectly green standings, we don't have any strikes. We actually did have 2 strikes on the channel. We were 1 strike away from being nixed completely from YouTube.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, I did a vlog about it, and the thumbnail was just my head in my hands because I'm like, fuck, we've put in so much work, and we can literally get killed if we get 1 more strike in the next 3 months. and luckily we made it through. Now we have 0 strikes. So honestly, the 3-month period is not such a huge deal. But what sucks is the fact that you didn't get any warning. Every time we got a copyright issue, I would get an email saying, hey, here's a notice. We've had a copyright issue with one of your videos. The fucking email even says, don't freak out. Don't worry about it. Someone has just noticed this. They're not taking action. But, you know, just so you're aware, someone's realized that you've used their material. And one of those turned into an unexpected strike for us. So now we're extraordinarily careful about that. But, you know, honestly, it can happen at any time. These community guideline strikes, though, this is all part. You, unfortunately, sir, were a victim of the YouTube Adpocalypse 3.0. This is something that has happened as a result of the Logan Paul situation, which I have not talked about. Now,
I didn't know what that meant.
You don't know what that is. I saw that, so I figured I would take this opportunity to educate the audience and yourself at the same time. So Logan Paul is a enormous YouTuber that basically joined in 2017. He was part of the Vine closure. When Vine closed down, he was one of the massive Viners. Him and his brother Jake were Viners. And Vine closed down, so they were part of the influx to YouTube. And they were some of the fastest people to reach like 10 million subscribers in YouTube history, because all of their Vine audience came over and boom, they were going crazy. Logan Paul, the older, more mature, quote unquote, brother of the Paul brothers, Jake got into some heat over being just an overall douchebag and like dabbing in a reporter's face and shit like that. And so his brother was sort of the more respected Paul until he uploaded a video about 3 weeks ago to a month ago that was, we found a dead body in the Japanese suicide forest.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's what happened. He literally uploaded a video where they showed unblurred footage of a dead body they found when investigating the Japanese suicide forest. Not only that, they put the shit in the fucking thumbnail, man. They put the dead body in the thumbnail. We found a dead body. The problem is that fucking video not only got to trending on YouTube, it was like number 7 or something like that on YouTube, and it got multiple millions of views before it was even flagged or anything like that. So like people got, you know, eventually YouTube cracked down on Logan Paul, but people were like, if this shit can go up and be up for such a long time without anyone even noticing, what's up? So YouTube once again has to crack down, and they start hitting channels with like, hey, this is not user friendly, this is not ad friendly, blah 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 blah. And that includes videos that have been up for multiple years, which yours apparently is one of the victims of, is the very long way of saying.
Yeah, well that blows. Luckily, I switched gears into it altogether, and I can push my luck over there, pushing music copyright issues.
Sorry, say that again. You cut in and out a little bit when you first started talking, but now you're sounding good. Go ahead. What did you say immediately after I said something?
Another tab. Oh, I said I've switched gears into a whole nother channel at this point. So,
well, let's talk about that, because you're showing up as the speed of sound. So let's talk about what you got going on, Eric.
Oh yeah, well, because like I said in my video to all my Death Twitch people, I said, you know what, I've been doing this for a long time. At least it seems like a long time to me. And I'm ready for something different. So I wanted to explore one of my other passions besides old school horror, and that's music. Just fucking music, all of the music. I love it. So I'm going to share my love for music on another channel called Speed of Sound. If you like music, come and check it out.
Now, is it a specific kind of music? Is it just metal stuff? Or
it's everything I can get my hands on. You can send me something from another country in a different language, and I'll give it a shot. It's all about being open-minded. Like, so right now what I'm doing is music reactions to stuff I haven't heard yet, whether it's even if it's an artist I know, if it's a song I haven't heard, or just something I've never heard before. But I also stream music once or twice a week, kind of like a radio station.
How do you get away with that, by the way, copyright-wise?
Yeah, well, I'll let you know. Like, so far, because I've only been doing it about a month, but so far I've streamed, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. And So of course they can't do much while you're streaming live. You just play whatever you play. I play whatever people request, and I play stuff I like for a few hours, and then after the fact, the video processes, and then usually 2 or 3 songs get blocked, and it might even make the whole video blocked. So then I just have those songs removed, or I mute them, and then the video is back up. But that's what's great. Like I can live with 2 or 3 songs out of like literally, what was it? Yesterday I played like 41 songs on a stream, and I only had to take 2 off.
Yeah. Honestly, it's hilarious you say that, because we've also just recently started doing live karaoke specials on the horror show, where we all drink a shit ton and just start singing random songs. And both specials that we've done have gotten hit with copyright strikes. And I only just recently was like, okay, there's like an 1.5 hour long second stream and a 2.5 hour long first stream. I can cut the 3 songs out of the first stream and the 2 songs out of the second stream. We still have a fucking 2 hour and 20-minute stream and an 1 hour and 20-minute stream. Like, why deny the channel that if all I have to do is just a little bit of editing? You know what I mean? Sure.
And I want to say, like, I hope this doesn't change. Who knows what could happen at any time. But like right now, I think I want to say thank you to all the artists that do allow their stuff to stay, and I try to inform people every once in a while. I try to remind everybody, like, if you liked something, support the artist and go buy some of their stuff. And I really think that they're starting to understand, like, you can't stop the internet, you know what I mean? But you can work with us, and people are going to get introduced to stuff they never heard before because of us sharing it with each other. And they're going to get like, oh, they're going to get fans. They're going to get people buying their stuff that otherwise never would have even known who they were.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a cool thing that way, honestly. All right. So, Eric, I have finished my drink. I might need to step away to go reload.
Sure.
How are you doing over there? Are you drinking tonight?
No, sir. I got some Arrowhead.
Oh, man. Well, I feel like a lush.
You have some for me, Kay.
All right, we'll do. All
I'm
right.
gonna adjust my light while you step away, and then we can both step away.
Pull up the stream so you want to address some of these commenters.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll try to do that.
H2 Kyle, you guys planning on doing a reaction to Hereditary? Yes, we are recording the reaction to Hereditary tomorrow. We have not been asked to do a reaction to a movie like we've been asked to do a reaction to Hereditary before. Like, people want us to fucking watch this trailer so bad. I don't understand it, but I'm like, okay, cool, we'll do it. All right, so get another Appletini, Cecil. Thanks, Edward D. You're sweet. All right, I'm going to go take care of that. Guys, Eric's going to pull it up and answer some of your questions. If not, you're going to be staring at an empty screen for just a minute.
You can insult me and talk shit about my mama.
Walking away. All
right, I'm popping out the chat, everybody. Hold up. Okay. Let's see. It's still loading. Okay, Eric, you're gonna still do the occasional horror review though, right? Not planning on it right now. I was planning on doing some streams to talk horror with everybody, and I'd still like to, of course, upload Drunken Terrors whenever I get the chance, but I'm not focused on that right now. It's just the process. I mean, I'll take full credit. Like, I overly complicated the process of reviewing horror movies, and I don't want to like drop the quality, but yeah, I'm burnt out on it. Probably, you know, once we get closer to Halloween, I'll pick it back up. Will you still every now and then pop up some Death Twitch? Yeah. Well, I still want to upload Drunken Terrors, like I said, and I'd really like to get these guys involved, Cecil and whoever else on the horror show that would like, whenever I finally get to make another appearance on the show, or however we can work it out, I'd love it if they would join me on a Drunken Terry sometime, which is, if you're not sure, of course, is what it sounds like. It's a movie commentary where we just get plastered and talk some shit. Hey, what's up, Edward? Where did you purchase that alien wall poster? I got this from my last job. I worked at a movie theater, and they had this standy, and I was like, give me that. So that's it now. I got fucking Xenomorphs on my wall. It's intense. No, I've never seen Martyrs. Either one. It doesn't sound like my kind of thing. Sorry, I actually stick with the 80s on back to the beginning of time, and I really specialize in some sleazy 80s horror and stuff like that. We should probably talk some horror, though, now that Cecil's back.
I'm back, baby.
Welcome back, yo.
All right, so Eric, if you didn't see, Jay Metal's asking if you've seen the movie Martyrs, and if so, how did you like it?
Oh, no, I already answered. I said I didn't ever watch it.
All right, cool. Well, then we got that covered.
That's just going to be your answer to any, like 97% of all modern horror questions.
Fair enough. Hang on 1 second. I gotta check one thing.
All right. Yeah, I'm the old school horror guy, just in case you didn't know.
All right. You want me to close it out? Okay. All right. So
is it really? Oh, no, I have not seen The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Have I seen Friday the 13th? What's going on?
Confused reviews. Have you seen Friday the 13th, Eric?
Only a couple hundred times. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, no big deal.
Check out my Drunken Terry for it.
Then, yeah, that's a big yes. All right. Let's see. Fuego went live with his 50th episode of Hail to Stephen King tonight. So,
yeah, he sent me a friend request right before we started doing this on Facebook, and I don't know if I should approve it because I tend to only post controversial things on my Facebook page. So
he wouldn't judge you.
It's like stuff nobody wants to see. I already know that. I'll approve it though if you can handle the heat.
Well, I actually got to call it here in the next couple of minutes, man. I gotta get back to what I was doing, but I wanted to do get the stream for about an hour or so that was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe not. Maybe about 37 minutes. It seems like we were trying for about an hour, but
okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for chatting with me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I apologize. There's just something I had already committed to. Otherwise, I would be doing this for a while. However, yeah, if you're available tomorrow at all, hit me up, and we're going to be doing stuff all day long.
Okay, I will if I can. I know I have a little bit of plans, but
no worries, man. No worries. Well, I'm glad we got to talk to you. Thank you, viewers, for joining us for just this hangout tonight. I apologize we weren't able to do it longer. Normally, I like to do hangouts with Eric and Dino and Luke and all those guys for multiple hours on end. But I do have something I got to do tonight. But thank you guys very much for joining us. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
I'm Eric Harrison.
Yeah, and remember, stay scared. Fuck, I love that.
I'm not practiced like you guys.
That's all right. You're good. You're good. You're good. We appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Bye.